When you enter the whiteboard option, you will be given a new toolbar of items that you can use on this interactive whiteboard. This is your mouse or your cursor. Your second option is the text. You can click on your screen and start typing. Now, note that when you click off of your text box, you can no longer move it or manipulate it in any way. However, as a host, you are able to move, add letters, change the coloring, whatever you choose to do to items put on the board. This is a great feature because if you have multiple people entering items at the same time, you cannot see where another person has started typing. So they may click and start typing, and they may accidentally end up on top of each other. In the case that they do, the host may move them around so it's easily visible. Over here, I'm going to jump. You can change the coloring, and I'm going to give you an example of how things may be overlaid. So again, as a host, you can hit select and move the items out of the way. Going on down, there is some drawing options. You have a highlighter, a pen, straight lines, arrows, and various shapes, either opaque or solid colored. And you just click on the one you like and you can start dragging. You can adjust. Again, you can change the color up here, and so that your next one will be a different color. There's also a stamping option where you have various things that you can put onto the screen. Now, these are preset to a specific color and you will not be able to change them. Next is the spotlight tool. Now, this is different than stamping. You'll notice an arrow. This arrow will stamp an arrow with your name inside it. So different participants will have their own name in it. So if you are using an image or something that you want people to gesture as their option or something that's their own preference, you can have them use this arrow that is in the spotlight option. Now, the main thing that is different about this one as well is when you stamp again, it will move it. So it is not a permanent stamp as these are. So if I choose this arrow and I place it down, it will allow me to do multiples. Whereas again, this arrow in the spotlight option will move around. The spotlight itself is basically a red dot light, so you can see where I'm moving. This is a great item to use if you are hosting and you need to point something out, again on an image, a PowerPoint, etc. You can allow your participants to see where you are gesturing to. Here you have your eraser where you can take anything away that you do not want to be seen. You also have an undo and a redo button. And then you have a couple options when it comes to clearing things. You can clear all of your drawings. Now this includes any you have done or any that your participants have done. You can clear just your drawings that you did yourself or the viewer's drawings. So maybe you had an activity where you put your input on and then the participants put their input in as well, but then you want to clear what they said so maybe they can vote again or make additional drawings or annotations. You can save and it will save straight to your downloads file on your computer. You can also add additional pages. You will need to go back to your select mouse button, and down here in the bottom corner you will see a square with a plus button. This is how you add a new page. Now you will see it tells me I am on page 2, but I can go back to page 1. So this makes somewhat of a slide feature for you. So you can have multiple activities done within the same Zoom session. And again, you can save any of the work that's done so that you can go back, view it later, or share it with your other participants. To exit, you just scroll up to your top and you would hit stop